Hi, John Lay here with another hot take review, this time on Cadmium's Elevate solution. All right, I just sat in a 1-hour demonstration presentation from Richard Finstein, who's the president of LMS and managed services at Cadmium. And Cadmium, in case you haven't been following the intricacies of our marketplace, is really a conglomeration of recently acquired companies over the last year, including Partners, Event Rebels, Warpwire, and Cadmium CD. And so the Partners was and Rich, who founded Partners, was an original LMS company that focused exclusively in the association space. They have some 300 associations and nonprofits. They've experienced like 35% growth over each of the last couple of years. They were founded in 2015. They're headquartered down in Maryland. And what Cadmium's been able to do is bring the pieces of the puzzle together for associations differently than anybody else. So anybody that knows associations knows that very commonly there's silos from the events group and whoever's doing the conferences and all the different types of events versus who's doing the professional development, online education, continuing education. And for some reason, they always existed in parallels, but with sometimes little or no sharing, sometimes more, of course. But with the coming of COVID and the pandemic, all associations were really forced to change and go from live events to virtual events. And that's something that Elevate and Partners, as well as these different components of Cadmium, had already been doing. And so what they've done is they've stitched together an end-to-end solution that covers really all areas of, and breaks down those silos and covers all areas of association, from the one side of event experience, from registration, itinerary planning, network and breakout sessions, speaker sessions, exhibition booths, managing that part, all the way to event websites and microsites and the apps that you can use to register and find people and keep track of what you're doing at the event, to all the surveys, then videotape it or videoing it and live streaming that out for your remote audiences, and taking all of that content, those presentations, the notes, the resources, bringing that into online courses and e-posters and recorded speeches and outcome measurement and professional development and courses and certification and continuing education, all the way to feedback. So taking it from registration on the event side all the way to feedback on the continuing education side. And their whole solution is integrated together. So information that's in the AMS that's about the events is using to drive personalized adaptive experiences inside the learning management system. The learning management system component of the Cadmium solution, Elevate, really allows you to do some core things that associations and content providers need to do, which is manage your live online events, whether that's Zoom, all the way to creating more advanced events, tying in your social learning. You got social profiles, who you're following, topics that you want to follow. Of course, all the formalized, customized education, from SCORM courses to learning paths to curriculums, as well as any of the informal knowledge sharing, from on-demand webinars to podcasts to reading articles or doing whatever. But combining all of those pieces, when you watch the executive briefing demo, you'll see that Rich chose to show the application through about 10 or maybe even 15 different live client sites, which really brings it to life on what's going on, and to see it in action, to see the colors, to see how they're able to really adapt and look exactly like the association's other web properties, more so than what other LMSs are doing. It's not just a couple colors, it's everything from where the menu's located to integration of the menu structures alone. That the ability for them to be a kind of a CMS, a content management system, to build these microsites for the event. So when you go to an event and you see who are the speakers and the tracks and the agenda and the speaker's notes and the present, all of those are templates that they already have built. So you don't have to be a whiz. You just say, okay, I want an agenda template, and you bring it out there. You can modify it, but it gets you going in all these different areas, which really speeds up to create and manage all of this. Just in general, it's very handy to use in terms of, from an administrative and instructor perspective, the application, because it looks so modern. One of the things that it has that is really cool is accessibility. Is so important in all applications, but it's really important in professional development applications to make it so anybody can use it anywhere. And so they have this thing called an accessibility toolbar, which allows the learner to turn on and configure different accessibility standards, like don't show me the graphics, or condense this, or make this larger, as well as switch it over to 100 different languages on the fly for automatic translation. All of that is pretty cool. They're really strong, of course, on certification management, since they working on that. So assigning credits and tracking it, and managing all the process, certifications, integrations with a standard API to over 30 different AMS and CRM applications that are popular within associations. So productized integrations to really get off the ground quickly, as well as pretty advanced assessment and survey type school branching surveys, things that you would expect more in like dedicated survey tools. They're also really good with the whole concept of integrating user-generated content, from letting users to create their own videos and post and share those type of things. All in all, from registration to surveys on the other side of the online learning, they were able to break down all the barriers inside associations and give them a suite of tools that allows an association, a professional association, to manage all of their knowledge, no matter what the type, no matter what the medium, kind of what we've been talking about for years, but that last step of demolishing those silos and bringing a holistic solution. I like it. I like it a lot. I encourage you, if you're an association, to watch that executive demo and visit the living vendor profile of Elevate, of Cadmium Elevate solution, and learn more, and you'll be able to see in life what I'm talking about. So thanks for tuning in to another Hot Take Review with John Lay. See you on the next.